Hi, everyone, and welcome. Today, we're taking a deep dive into Etsy product success. It can feel like you're drowning in data as an online seller.
Absolutely. Figuring out what actually sells well, that's the key.
Right. So, we're cutting through all that noise to bring you the insights that truly matter. Like, where do you even begin?
Well, understanding what customers actually want, that's always a good starting point.
Makes sense. So, it's all about data driven decisions, but also having a feel for the market.
Yeah, gotta have that instinct for what makes people click buy.
Ah,
But luckily, Etsy gives us some great tools to work with. They want to see their sellers succeed.
oh, totally. It's like they're handing us a treasure map to e commerce gold.
Exactly. They've got your back, which is really helpful when you're first starting out.
Okay, so let's talk about those tools. First up, the bestseller badge. It's like a giant neon sign saying, hey, this is working.
It's instant validation for a product idea, like a snapshot of what's hot right this second.
So it's not about copying those products exactly. It's more like understanding what's resonating with shoppers right now.
Exactly. It gives you a feel for what's working. Then there's the trending section,
Yep.
helps you stay ahead of the game.
Oh, yeah, that's where you find those hot right now items, those things that are blowing up. Ride that wave.
Catch the trends while they're hot. And don't forget the Etsy Seller Handbook.
Oh, right. People sleep on the handbook. It's like they're constantly updating it with articles, tips, reports. Seriously, Etsy wants you to succeed. There was this case study, I think it was in the handbook, about a shop that was struggling to stand out. They were selling like generic jewelry or something. Then they pivoted to personalized pet portraits. Ah, stop! I love that. And bam, sales exploded. Just goes to show, finding that unique angle can make all the difference. Okay, but finding that unique angle, that's often easier said than done, and that's where these other product research tools come in. They're like giving you X-ray vision into the market.
Totally. These tools are amazing. We'll dive into those right after this quick break. Yeah, these tools, they're like data wizards or something.
Okay, but seriously, X-ray vision, you got to break that down for us.
Okay, so basically they tap into like the search volume for specific keywords and phrases on Etsy.
Right, so you can see what people are actually looking for.
Yeah, exactly. And not just what's popular now, but what's gaining traction. Like what are people starting to search for more and more? It's like predicting the future of trends.
So you can get ahead of the curve, start making those products before they're even cool.
Exactly. And another cool thing, they give you amazing insights into like your competition.
Oh, juicy. Like what?
So you can see what's selling well for other shops in your niche, what keywords they're using, even get a feel for their pricing strategies.
Wow, that's like next level market research.
Right. No more guessing games, just data, pure and simple.
I love it. Data-driven decisions, that's how we roll. Speaking of data, we can't forget about good old Google Trends.
Oh yeah, Google Trends, it's a classic for a reason. Always reliable.
It's like the OG of trend spotting. What's great is it's not just Etsy, it's everything.
Exactly. Gives you that broader picture of what consumers are into.
So you can see like how search volume for certain products has changed over time.
Exactly. Are people like totally over it? Are they just getting into it?
You don't want to be stuck selling bell bottoms when everyone's moved on to skinny jeans.
Exactly. Or like, let's say you make handmade jewelry. You hop on Google Trends and you see searches for vintage inspired are through the roof.
Boom! Time to start designing some vintage inspired pieces.
Exactly. Connect those dots.
Love it. Okay, so we've got Etsy's tools, we've got external resources like Google Trends, but let's talk social media.
Social media, oh man, it's like this gold mine of information.
People are constantly talking about what they want, what they love, what they're buying.
Social listening, my friend. It's crucial.
It's like eavesdropping on a million conversations about your target market.
And platforms like Pinterest, Instagram, they're visual. It's perfect for Etsy sellers.
Oh, for sure. Pinterest, it's like Etsy's cooler, more visual cousin.
Totally. People would go there for inspiration, and then those trending pins, they turn into purchases. It's awesome.
It's true. And then you've got Instagram and TikTok, where influencers are always showcasing the next big thing.
Oh, yeah, those platforms move so fast, trends pop up overnight. It's a lot to keep track of, but it's where a lot of product discovery happens now.
It's true. You got to stay on top of it. Okay, so we've covered a ton of ground here, but there's one more thing we have to talk about. Customer feedback.
Oh, man, customer feedback.
Yes.
So important and so often overlooked. It's literally feedback from your customers telling you what they want.
Seriously, let's dive into that because it can be so valuable. So how can we use customer feedback? to understand demand, to improve our products. What are we looking for? I know, right? It's like they're handing you a cheat sheet and saying, here's what I like, more of this, please.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not just general feedback, it's hyper-specific. Like, let's say you sell handmade candles. You go through reviews and you notice everyone's raving about, like, this one particular scent.
Or maybe they're all complaining that the wicks burn too fast or whatever.
Exactly. See, you're getting into those specifics. Or you notice a bunch of people asking for, like, a travel size of your amazing candle.
Ooh, light bulb moment. New product idea. And it's all coming directly from the people buying your stuff.
Exactly. Customer feedback can also help you improve the products you already have. Like, are people always saying, love the product, but the packaging was impossible to open?
Okay, yeah. Time to rethink that packaging.
Right. It's like free consulting, but from the people who matter most, your customers.
I love that. Okay, before we wrap up, you mentioned something earlier. Cross-platform pollination. I gotta know more about that.
Oh, yeah. So it's basically like, don't be afraid to look beyond Etsy for inspiration.
So like checking out what's hot on Amazon, eBay, those kinds of places.
Exactly. See what's selling well on those big platforms, especially in categories where Etsy thrives. Handmade, vintage, all that good stuff.
So it's about spotting those overlaps, like what's popular in the wider market that you can bring your own unique spin to on Etsy.
Exactly. And don't underestimate eBay. They have this sold listings feature. It's gold. You can see what's actually sold recently, how much it went for, all of it.
Now, it's like a secret window into what people are actually buying.
Totally. Use that data.
Okay, this has been amazing. We've covered so much ground today. We talked about Etsy's own tools, social listening, competitor research, customer feedback, even borrowing inspiration from other platforms.
It's all about staying curious.
Yeah.
The market's always changing, so keep experimenting, keep learning.
I love that. So as you continue your Etsy journey, think about this. What can you offer that's unique, that fills a need, that speaks to a specific customer? Use these tools, trust your gut, and get out there. Until next time, happy selling, everyone.